Trump and Zelensky's explosive clash at the White House over Russia compromise. In a dramatic and heated exchange at the White House, U.S. President Donald Trump and Ukrainian leader Volodymyr Zelenskyy clashed over the fate of Ukraine, leaving diplomatic efforts to end the war with Russia in jeopardy. "You either make a deal or we're out," Trump reportedly told Zelenskyy in a tense Oval Office meeting. The session, originally intended to ease tensions following Trump's controversial outreach to Russia, instead escalated into a fierce confrontation. Trump, visibly frustrated, warned, "You're gambling with the lives of millions. You're risking World War III, and frankly, what you're doing is deeply disrespectful to this country." The high-stakes meeting was set against the backdrop of negotiations over a deal granting the U.S. preferential access to Ukraine's mineral resources, while also discussing potential terms for a truce with Russia. However, Trump's recent branding of Zelenskyy as a dictator without elections cast a long shadow over the talks. Global concerns and fraying diplomacy. The confrontation followed a week of intense diplomacy, with French and British leaders rushing to Washington to dissuade Trump from abandoning Kyiv. Yet, tensions boiled over when Vice President J.D. Vance advocated for a diplomatic solution to the war. Zelenskyy, skeptical of the U.S. stance, asked, "What kind of diplomacy?" This prompted Vance to accuse the Ukrainian leader of being disrespectful inside the White House, further escalating hostilities. A tough deal on the table. As the discussion grew increasingly strained, Trump expressed frustration over what he perceived as Ukraine's lack of gratitude. "You're not acting thankful," he told Zelenskyy. "It's going to be a tough deal to make because attitudes need to change." Zelenskyy, though measured, stood firm, countering that Trump and his administration were speaking too aggressively. Trump had already shocked U.S. allies by initiating direct talks with Putin, excluding Kyiv from the conversation, and signaling a shift in Washington's long-standing policy. He later confirmed multiple discussions with the Russian president in recent days. Ukraine's future at risk. Trump's demand for economic concessions from Ukraine in exchange for continued U.S. support has raised alarm. He has insisted on securing American access to Ukraine's rare earth minerals while refusing to commit to security guarantees in any peace deal with Russia. "We'll be digging," Trump declared before the meeting, echoing his campaign slogan on U.S. energy independence. "Drill, baby, drill." A wavering commitment to Ukraine. Despite his combative stance, Trump attempted to soften his tone on Zelenskyy in recent days. After previously blaming Ukraine for Russia's 2022 invasion and echoing Kremlin rhetoric, he struck a more conciliatory note. "I have a lot of respect for him," Trump stated